today to land on day 13, but it is perfect. Lucky number 13. Today we are talking lucky girl syndrome. I have discussed this and talked about this for the past year, and it was a concept that I introduced on this channel last year, and it blew a lot of you guys' minds that you were like, wait, say what? Here is what I don't believe in. I don't believe in sitting around and hoping that stuff is going to be great and just repeating to yourself like it's going to be okay, and like the random, I wouldn't even call them affirmations, just trying to have like the woo woo of, you know, it's going to get better and it'll be fine and I'm just going to sit on my tuchus and do nothing. Absolutely not. But, and I feel like that's also falls under toxic positivity, and I'm seeing a lot of that online right now of people just being like, it's fine, it's going to be okay. No, get mad, take action. Work hard, do something, set goals, make ish happen. But no, like toxic positivity and sitting on your tuchus and doing nothing. Sorry, you got real talk, Angie, today. But what I do believe in is physics. I'm a closet nerd. Fun fact about Angie. I was not like a school person with chemistry, biology, music class. Oh, I was terrible at music class. Gym. Not my jam, but physics was my jam. Calculus was my jam. Because if it made logical sense to me, then I was good. And I just thrived in those departments. So let me tell you something. All right, I have tons of notes to go through with you. So I have 3, we're going to nerd out for 2 seconds, and then I'm going to explain to you what lucky girl syndrome is. But it makes logical sense to me based off of these 3 things. 1, the law of attraction. Simple. Positive thoughts equal positive experiences, but you got to back it with action. So basically what energy you put out is attracting things into your life without it being woo-woo. It's literally physics. You're attracting into your life. The law of cause and effect. I told you we're going nerdy. What you put out, good or bad, comes back to you times 10. Basically, every single action that we make in life has an equal reaction. Simple as that. Oh, this one's so good. Okay, the 3rd one, Newton's first law. I told you guys I'm a closet nerd. I told you. You're probably all like, who is she? Okay, here it is. Newton's first law. An object will not change its motion unless an external force acts on it. So things will not improve unless you improve. Things will not change unless you change. Good, right? Things won't get better unless you get better. Circumstances will always remain the same unless you act on them. So lucky girl syndrome to me is a way of life. It's a belief system that you put out into the world. It's the energy that you start and end your day with, that you know that you have a life that will be beautiful and will work out no matter what. So let's jump into it. If you're a little bit of a doubter right now, I get it, because I would be the same. I am a skeptic at heart. Here's how I would explain it to you. If you don't believe that you'll land the job, will you even bother applying? If you aren't convinced that you can learn that new skill, will you even bother trying? If you don't think that your crush is ever going to like you, will you even introduce yourself? So the secret sauce to anything happening in your life is going to be belief. And if you believe that the goal is impossible, then you bet your buns that it's going to be impossible. So what if things just work out for you? What if your hard work pays off? What if it wasn't a coincidence? What if you actually have fun and enjoy yourself? What if nothing bad happens? What if you make ish happen? What if it all comes true? What if it was meant to be? What if everything is just going to be okay? What if everything's just going to be beautiful and it all works out? All right, so let's play the lucky girl syndrome game. It can be lucky guy also. I want everybody to feel included. So here's your lucky life proof. We talked about this yesterday with gratitude, and I feel like this is such a fun exercise when you're feeling like maybe you're not that lucky, that I can prove to you that you are. What is a crazy moment, a crazy coincidence that happened in your life that led to something absolutely incredible? I can tell you mine. I have a couple, but one of my favorite is when I was younger, my dad was driving me to school. We would drop off my little brother because he would be in elementary school and I was in high school. And we were driving and I would always have these like deep life conversations with my dad. And he said, well, how is it going like in school and stuff? And I said, good. School's good. All that's good. But there's no guys. And he was like, "Oh, okay." And I said, there just isn't. Like, none of them are good looking. They're all super immature. I'm just going to basically wait till I get to university to find a boyfriend. So that's that. And I just kind of said it like matter of fact. And I remember he thought it was kind of funny because he was like, I'm not mad about this, but sure. And he said, well, just keep your eyes open and maybe you'll find somebody. And I walked into the high school and Andre was coming down the stairs with all his buddies. And I was like, who is that? And he was just so cute. And I was like, I've never seen him before. And I remember my dad picked me up that night. I literally like opened the door, sat in the car. I was like, problem fixed. And he's like, you saw somebody? I'm like, I saw somebody. And it was just such a weird coincidence that I was talking to him about that. And then I walked in the school and saw Audrey. And I was like, done. I'm going to marry that guy. I'm not kidding. The scariest part of all of this is that I'm not kidding. Let's do one more lucky life proof for today. Because we've gone through a lot of nerding out, but one more question. What is a very difficult moment in your life that you learned so much from? It hurt and you cried and it sucked, but you came out on the other side so much better. I can share mine. We're just sharing all the things today. One of the most recent hardest things I've gone through in my life was the confusion, frustration, not knowing what was next, with just being so not happy with living in the city. And I know that sounds so random, and a lot of people don't get it, and they're like, what was so bad? Your house was beautiful. It was. That's what caused the confusion. Is we had worked so hard for this goal, lived there for I think it was almost 9 years. Like, we were there for a long time, and just still like this feeling of frustration, unhappiness, not where we were meant to be, and knowing that there was something better out there for us, and just trying to get clear on a goal that you have so much confusion with. So that was something. And if you've ever gone through this where you want something new in your life, you want better, you want to make a change, but you have no idea where to start. And I've been there multiple times in my life, and that's kind of how I would explain it. And then the other thing that you can tack on to that is if you have a goal and you want to make a change in your life, but you have people that disagree with you, or that might judge you, or you have fear of judgment or fear of failure, that can be really difficult. But when you come out on the other side and it ended up working out better than you ever thought it could, it's pretty awesome. So that entire situation was so hard. Maybe one day I'll share like the ins and outs of it, but I would probably say I can't believe I'm sharing this, but I just hate that social media is so highlight reel and people don't see the behind the scenes. I don't think I know I had a panic attack. I had 2 at least. I never knew what a panic attack was. And the reason I'm saying I think is because I'm pretty sure it was the first one I ever had, where everything that someone would describe as a panic, I definitely did. And I think the stress just became too much. And by the way, categorizing it as we didn't like our house is not what it was. So just a lot of stress. And if you don't know the next steps in your life, it can be really hard. But coming out on the other side better than you ever thought possible is so amazing and so special. So if you've been there before in your life with anything that was really hard, or you're trying to get through that, that's something to be so grateful for, and such proof that you do have a lucky life. So share in the comments. I told you we were going to get more and more emotional, and we are coming up on ending our entire glow up section of this, and then we're going to switch gears into goal setting and making ish happen and making bank and changing your freaking life. So it's supposed to get really good. If you thought today was good, it's gonna keep getting even better. So I hope that today was powerful for you guys. You are lucky. You do have a lucky life, and that is lucky girl, lucky guy syndrome. And I hope that just kind of broadened your horizons. I loved today. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, dudes.